So Armstead was just a freaking beast week 18 in LA. He's one of the main reasons they won that game. Same thing in Dallas. Same thing in Green Bay. He had a 3-week stretch that was as good as any 3-week stretch I've ever seen from a 49ers defensive tackle. And then he didn't register a statistic in the NFC Championship game, and I didn't know why, so I watched the tape.
They accounted for him, don't you think?
Well, what happened was the Rams made it clear that they were going to double team him pretty much every snap.
You know why I think they double team him over some of the more dangerous defensive linemen we have? Because of his physical size, his ability to disrupt the pass game by moving the pockets. And you're dealing with a pocket passer who wants to dial up his arm strength and hit guys with accuracy. So actually, it's not sacks that defeat Stafford, it's pressures. Armstead is capable of at least making him roll out. They didn't want to do that because then he would roll out into the arms of Ebukam or Bosa.
I mean, it's just a simple
right choice.
Yeah, but it's just as simple as which way do you slide the center? And like, obviously, you're going to slide the center and Armstead, not Arden Key. Oh, actually, Arden Key's a better pass rusher than Arden. But Armstead's bigger. He's hard to block one-on-one. They both are. Anyway, they decided that they were going to slide the center to Armstead pretty much every damn time. And they chip Bosa sometimes too. That's a different thing. Armstead just loafed through the whole game. If you don't believe me, go watch the film that I posted yesterday. He just stood up and just did patty cake he had no impact on that game.
Yeah, his mechanics were definitely off. Yeah, that's really bad mechanics. If you, as you say, stood up, one of the first things an offensive lineman does is they try to drive you up onto your heels. If they can do that, they'll knock you over. But it's just to basically stand you up straight. And literally go push a weighted sled, people. Just like literally go to the gym and push weights. You got to get your hips and your feet behind you to get your full force to be able to move the pile. You don't just stand up straight. So that was weird. Very bad mechanics. But that's the thing is I think Armstead needs to win off the line. But he's not a great athlete. He's really not. He's just big and strong.
I don't see it that way. To me, his issue is his motor. He is
well. That's what I'm saying. Player. Off the line, he's explosivity. Exactly.
To me, you watch his tape from those 3 games until the NFC Championship game. He's doing everything right. He was unblockable. He was freaking great. He was playing at like an all-pro level. And then in the biggest game of the year, you need to keep it going. They paid you $20 million a year to give consistent effort. He just doesn't show up, and that's my issue with him. He can be the best player on the field, but he flips that switch rarely.
He is very bipolar.
Weirdest times. NFC Championship game, you needed a breather. There is no next week, man. What are you pacing yourself for? And he did it in the Super Bowl. He was like not there in the Super Bowl. What are you pacing yourself for? I can't take if he was just making $8 million a year, whatever, fine. But he's about to be making $20 million a year. You can't take the NFC Championship game off. I'm sorry, man. If you don't agree with me, if you think I'm tripping, go back and watch the film yourself. He did nothing in that game. He's like, oh, double team? Well, I'm not participating in this play.
Yeah, you have. Well, as they say, one of the things I say when I take my team fighting is leave it all out on the field. Leave no question of yourself unanswered today. You know, it's somebody's first time watching a Myrmidon. Make sure we leave a lasting impression because every chance you get to go and compete to play at any sport at any level, there is no point in pacing yourself, or you'll never get to the next level. And what are you, like you said, what are you waiting for next year? And I agree. If I was to look Armstead in the eye, I don't think that he has a lack of passion, but it definitely seems like if you disrupt his mechanics, his momentum, to him the play is mostly done. He's not a fast guy, and I think he gets tired of chasing people and not getting to them. He's I
don't even think it's that simple though, because he was getting double teamed in Dallas. He was getting double teamed in Green Bay. I mean, there are times where there's nothing you can do. Arik Armstead, 6'7", he's so powerful. There's nothing you can do. And then weeks he's just like, he didn't show up this week. I'm sorry. Oh, he got double teamed. Okay, your effort wasn't there. You can control your effort. Nick Bosa gets double teamed. You never question his effort. No one's ever like, hey, look at this game from Nick Bosa. That never happens. But Armstead, it happens a lot. And that's why I'm like, I wouldn't pay him. If someone wanted to trade a first-round pick for Arik Armstead, I would say, thank you, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Is he the best interior rusher on the team? No.
Unavailable actually kind of hurts our flexibility with Armstead more, and I think it's one of the reasons why the team wants to keep him.
V says, can Armstead be traded for a first or second rounder? Our D-line coach is so good that he can coach Grant to be the next Vince Wilfork. That's what I'm saying, man.
Maybe you should, you know what? You should do that walk-on thing that they do, that program where they look at local players. You should be like, yeah, I'm a local guy.
Hey, if they could trade Buckner for a first-round pick, everyone says Armstead's better than Buckner.
Actually,
right?
I'd rather see you go DB and cover Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, I'm 6'1", 178. I don't think I'm really built to be a 3 technique or a 1 technique. I'm built like Devontae. What's dude's name in Philly? The really skinny wide receiver.
Oh, Smith.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're bigger than Smith by a margin.
Well,
he's a little dude.
34. Yeah, he's got. Yeah. Okay. Next one. Hey, Grant. I've been watching for a long. What's up, Gavin and things? I'm so happy I can finally give you some of my money. Thanks, Gavin. Thanks for keeping it real for the faithful and making so much content. Should have started the kid. #. Appreciate that.